What is going on, people? Leo here from Creative Tech Lab. Decided to just jump into the office real quick. If you guys already watched yesterday's video with the vlog test on the iPhone, then you kind of already know what's happening because we kind of previewed that a little bit. We did the video within the video. But we are going to Piedmont Park to shoot a cinematic sequence with the iPhone 11 Pro. Have it here in the pocket. There you go. Triple camera. So we're going to test all three cameras and see what kind of cinematic sequence it is that we could get with it, and see, phone's buzzing as we're talking, see what kind of cinematic sequence we can get with it outside. We're just going to use the native app. Right now, at the time that we're filming this, Filmic Pro is not particularly ready. It doesn't have support for the ultra wide camera. Once it does, we'll do another test, and then once it is that they do the whole thing that they showed in the Apple keynote where you can do the multi-shooting, then we'll do another test for that. But I kind of just wanted to do just with the native app, just to show people that you could use the native app, do a little color grading, do whatever it is that you need to do, and get a cinematic sequence. So the only thing that we're going to change on the camera is we're going to shoot everything in 4K 60 frames per second. That way we could slow it down and we'll still have it at the highest resolution. For any of you guys that actually follow me and seen it in my other videos, you know that I'm kind of addicted to 120 frames per second. This phone is capable of 120 frames per second in 1080p, but I think it would be more beneficial to do it in 4K 60. That way we could get the highest resolution, and if we're going to color grade or do anything, even though you can't do that much with iPhone footage, but that way it will look a little bit better, a little bit crisper in terms of the shots. And then for 4K movements, we could just move a little bit slower than we would if we were doing 120 frames per second. So let's jump outside and see what we could get. Peace. Alright, so we are in Piedmont Park. I don't exactly know where I'm going. Gotta look at both cameras. It's a little weird. The little setup that I have, I couldn't get super close to one from the other. But we have our tripod here that we're gonna set the RX100 up on and then get some shots with the iPhone. And I already feel like I have an establishing shot. Whoa, blown out highlights. I already feel like I have an establishing shot here. I'm gonna use the wide camera and just see if we could set that up. So let's see what we could get. Only with a super loud radio here. Anyway, so we just captured an actual wide shot there. One of the things with the iPhone though is that one of the things I like about this camera that we're shooting on the RX100 is that we have such a wide range that we can get a wide, a tight, and a super tight. We don't have a super tight here on the iPhone. We have 13 mil, 26, and I think 52. So we can get super wide, wide, and then medium. So let's see how that goes. Like right now I'm vlogging on a monopod. So got the monopod here, gonna roll around here, see if there's some other nice detailed shots. I'm barely even into the park, so let me just go ahead and get into the park. Wow, this area is all shaded, so I think within the next hour or so I'll still be able to grab some stuff, and let's go. Okay, so I got some flowers here. Flowers, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice little flower shot. Whoa, bounce. I'm gonna go get a nice little shot of these flowers, and then I'm also gonna get another establishing shot here. So let's see how that will work. For these more detailed shots, anything that's gonna be close-up B-roll, I'm gonna go with the telephoto lens, and then we could use a wide shot for some moving and establishing shots and stuff like that, just out here in the park. I don't know what these that kind of grass is called, but it also always looks good, nice and cinematic when it is that you get some of those in your shot when you're moving. The breeze isn't blowing too hard right now, but I think if we go ahead and just do it in some 4K, then it will look pretty tight. just play back the footage. Just play back the footage there from that little shot. I'm gonna do it one more time just to make sure I get it right. But I got a little lens flare as well, so it's looking kind of cool, and the footage is looking super smooth, like GoPro smooth. I lost a GoPro. I lost Kevin's GoPro in the lake. That's another story to tell. I'm gonna buy him a new one and do a comparison about the iPhone stabilization versus the GoPro stabilization, because I think this might be on some hyper smooth type shit. But let's re-get that shot. Now that I'm out trying to put this video together, I can tell you that I am really loving this ultra wide camera. Like, the footage is so smooth, and then being able to like push in on a subject low to the ground and just have the ground kind of whisk away as it is that you're moving. If you're moving at a relatively good speed, it looks really dope. So if you can see there, we got the city behind us back there. So we're gonna do a little shot right here coming off these stairs. I'm gonna do a shot trying to come up and see if we can catch the city in a shot right there. So let's see how that goes. I'm also gonna try and go and just with this green, try and get another one of those sweeping shots and then pan, see what it looks like panning up. Again, it looks really smooth, almost gimbal-like, but you know, gimbal shots, aside from just moving in and out side to side, it's also cool to get some like panning motion. So I'm gonna see if I could pan up both on the regular wide and the ultra wide and see if I can get a shot of the city. Actually a dope shot. The only problem is that my shadow, you can see me in the shadow as I tilt down and go up. That might still make the video, we'll see. Since I kind of explained it to you, then we'll see how that goes when we put it together in post. Let me see. I'll try it one more time. This could be kind of dope. Let's see if we could frame it up. I can go wide, going through these columns right here. Now I can keep pushing and reset, maybe go tight, push through there, and then go a little bit tighter and push all the way down to the lake. Let's see if we could put that together as well too. Let's get that ninja crouch going. I'm liking the way the movements are looking with the cell phone, guys. Let's grab one more of those with a wide without falling over myself. I just saw somebody that we know, which is always a little weird when you run into people, because like you might be a little bit shy about vlogging up with a camera bag, all that stuff. But eventually you just have to not give a f. So let's go ahead and get this one more shot on the wide. Alright, so we have a nice little area right here. Ooh, that's too bright. But we're gonna get right up on that bridge right there, and with another probably on the wide, because it looks super oh. Sun's getting a little harsh, but one of the things is I didn't have anything to follow, but I have some ducks. See if the ducks will let me walk alongside them. What up, ducky ducks? Ducks are actually minding their own business. They want absolutely nothing to do with me. So, but I think I got a shot. So I need to vlog this here. I have my ghetto set up here on this camera, plugged into the battery, laying down there. So let me go back, turn this off, and then say what I'm going to get over here. So I think this might be my last couple shots here. I'm gonna just get there's this thingy right here with these columns. I am going to get a quick shot of me, well, after this person moves, quick shot of me just getting tight through the columns, and then I'm gonna just do a push in to the columns and with a push into the columns with a turn, maybe, and then I get another turn just going into this lake right here, and then I think we should be all good just to close it off there. Try that one more time. It was looking a little shaky. Then we have this setup right here, last two shots. So we have this right here. I'm gonna push into this with a turn. I think I'm gonna do it on both the 26 and the 13, and then see how much I like it in post, or maybe put them together.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Two shots that were not done. I don't know if we have the lighting for it anymore, but I need to do one of me slipping up. Oh yeah, I could do that. The sky, just. All right, let me find my shot here. Put my camera over here. Need to reshoot a shot right here just because my settings weren't right, so let's just do that real quick and then be on our way. I'm back in the house. Let me actually just go ahead, set this up. Got my remote, turn that on. Oh, that's bright. All right, so I just finished filming that cinematic sequence. I haven't done the actual edit yet, but by the time you're watching this actually probably just go at the end of my video. So just a couple of thoughts of when I was out filming with the phone just by itself. The wide angle camera is super nice. Obviously, you're able to get a whole lot more in your frame and all that stuff, but the stabilization on the wide camera is almost gimbal-like. Well, let's not say gimbal-like, but it's definitely on the same level of the GoPro Hero 7 with the Hyper Smooth. So even like a lot of the shots that you saw me doing when it is that I was trying to sweep in and pan up or whatever on the phone and stuff, that looked really smooth. So hopefully it still came out smooth in the edit. And then the ability to use the 3 different focal lengths, as I talked about when I was out filming, was extra dope and gave you a whole bunch of different flexibility in what you're able to do. And I even was able to get a little bit of bokeh in the background using the telephoto lens and get it up close onto some of those subjects. Well, I didn't have any subjects, all I had was objects really. So again, if it is that you know what you're doing and you can just use the native app and shoot a cinematic sequence. So hopefully you liked it. Hopefully this helps somebody out in terms of seeing the process in just shooting something as simple as trees and animals and nature while you're out there creating a cinematic sequence. If this video helped you out in any way, please go ahead, drop it a like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. guys.